Okay, so let's start. Are you listening to me? Hello. Should we start?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. Kindly speak up so that I may see that you are responding. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So start. Basically, we are starting with your ICT subject. Okay. So Sir Shoaib has given me a little chance, a little opportunity to teach you ICT. So information and communication technologies. Okay. So basically, well, information is something that is useful to the user, and communication is transferring of information from one point to a remote point. It could be connected to one user to another user over a wired connection or a wireless connection. Technologies are the advancement of sciences. So the combined definition of ICT would be you are sending information to remote areas over a wired or wireless connection using scientific technologies. Clear? So let's go to digital illiterate. There is a word used in your textbook, digital illiterate. So basically, what is digital illiterate? We see here. Let me allow him. Okay, so digital illiterate. Digital illiterate means a user or a user or a person who is acquainted with modern technologies, who is acquainted with using electronic media, like we have e-newspapers, we have word processing, we have programming, and we have a lot of functions that a person can do. He is said to be digital illiterate. Tech savvy, a man who is acquainted with internet web development, that's called a tech savvy. Okay, now let's move to your first topic, that is computer. So you all know that computer is an electronic device that takes the input from a user, process it according to some specified rules, process it, and then give us output result through its output devices. So there are two main essential components of computer, that is hardware and software. The mechanical and electronic parts of computer, that is called hardware, and the instructions and commands that are given to a computer, that are called software. So let's move to a personal computer. A personal computer carries out its instructions itself, and it is designed to use for only one person. All right. Uh, Personal computer is designed to use for only one person. Now, types of computer, like you are getting a question in your exams that mm, categorize the kinds of computer. So there is no any specific answer to this question. Like you may categorize a computer in any of ways as you like. Some persons categorize the computer in two ways, like they say, uh, based on their working principle. They say that there are only two types of computer. The first one is analog computer, and another one is digital computer. So analog computer works on continuous signals, and digital computer works on discrete signals. Like today, The mobile phone that you are holding in your hand is a type of digital computer. Analog computer, some of you have gone to hospital and they have seen the ECG machine that shows some graphs. These computers are called analog computers. So basically, this is a category of computers. I am dividing them in two categories based on their working principle. So again, computer can be categorized based on their speed. We see computers are divided based on their speed. The lighter computers, like gaming devices, these which are intended for only one purpose, gaming computers, uh, gaming devices, gaming consoles, digital media players. We know these are types of computers, but these are based on their speed because they have lower speed. They are intended to use for only one purpose, that is listening to audio, or you need to process a video. They have lower speed. That means they are on one, they come in one category. And then we have mainframe or stand still computers, desktop computers. uh, Okay, the speed of desktop computers are better than these of gaming devices and digital media players. Next are supercomputers. You know, supercomputers approaches 1,000 times than the desktop computer. Again, types of computer. We are still on types of computers. So, mm, the third one, we are categorizing the computers based on their size. We have microcomputers, we have palm tops, we have we are getting more and more based on their sizes. Okay, microcomputers, palm tops, and then we'll go to smartphones, phablets, tablets, laptops. That's because of their sizes. And then we have two types of computers based on its portability. See, we have two types. They are portable computer and non-portable computer. Non-portable computers are also called stand-still computers. Stand-still computers, they are, for example, we have a desktop computer, we have uh, a supercomputer. Supercomputer also works on stand-still principle because they are too heavy to be carried. Now we have desktop computers. Desktop computers are stand-still computers that work for only one user. Like one user can work on a desktop computer. We have some other type of computers that are a terminal computer. Terminal computer means the computer that works on terminals. We have one computer and more than one users can operate through a terminal. Okay, notebook computers are also called laptop computers that weighs about 3 to 8 pounds, and they are about 8.5 by 11 inches. So we have tablets. Tablets supports touch screen. We don't have a physical keyboard. Instead, we have a virtual keyboard. When we want to type in tablet, we just press the cursor button, and we get a virtual keyboard. In that way, we will type there. All-in-one computer means the computers that have every computer processing parts or computer circuitry packed in one unit. Okay. Okay, we are getting all-in-one computer, and then we have a server. Basically, server is a computer. You can make your own computer working principle on a server. Like, see, I have my own laptop. I can make it work like a server. A server is a computer that provides services to other computers. The computers may range from two to thousands. We can see you have a server in your IBA 102 room. That is a server room. We have a server, and it is providing internet to all of IPS blocks. Okay, server, and then client. A user of a server is called client. network, which even two or more than two computers are connected to one another through a wire, through a wired or wireless technology, it is said to be network. Online, we see when a computer is connected to a network, it is said to be online. Okay, let me allow him. Okay, so mobile devices are such type of devices which are easily portable and carryable. A user can carry them from one place to another place. Smartphone, basically, I'm giving you my own example. When I was in my NTHP finals, uh, there is a Viva in NTHP exams. So my teacher asked me, what is smartphone? Give me a definition of smartphone. So at that time, I was unable to answer smartphone because there is a special feature in smartphone that other type of devices don't have. Can anyone from you tell me what is it? Okay, all of you are silent. I think you are taking first time your online class. Okay, smartphone is an internet-capable mobile device that can connect to internet. Uh, it is a special feature of smartphone that others mobile devices do not have. Okay, so you can instead of calling, you can send messages to another user. There are four types of messages: voice message, text message, picture message, and video message. Voice message contains voices in the form of audio. Text messages contains text. Picture messages contain graphics. Okay, okay, voice message contain audio, text message contain text, and picture messages contains graphics. Video messages contain video of 20 to 30 seconds. Okay, digital cameras are the types of computers that are designed to take pictures. Digital MP3 players are the type of computers that are specifically designed to listen to audios. Ebook readers, basically, full form is electronic book readers. That means a user can read electronic books in ebook reader. So, electronic book is electronic version of a printed book, and ebook reader is specifically designed to use ebooks. Wearable devices are especially designed to only wear. A user can wear them on wrist, eyes, and ears. Okay, gaming devices are the devices that are intended to use for gaming purpose only. Two type of gaming devices: gaming console and handheld devices. The difference between both of them is gaming console is non-portable and handheld devices is portable. Gaming console is stand still, while handheld can be carried from one place to another place. All right. So let's get back to data and information. Hmm. We see raw facts and figures is called data. Data doesn't convey a meaning to the user, while information means processed data that conveys that is meaningful to a user is called information. Example of data and information could be some of you, or I don't know, many of you have booked the railway tickets online. We see when we see the on-screen things that are called data. Like we are getting something from internet, that is data. We are getting some codes from internet, it is data. But what you are seeing, you are seeing some seats that are unreserved, It is information. Information conveys meaning to you, while data doesn't convey meaning to you. Okay, input means entering data into a computer through input devices. So the first input device is keyboard. Keyboard work on binary digits. Keyboard contains some keys, alphanumeric keys, numbers, uh, and some function keys. Like say suppose if you are pressing, if you want to type in your computer a letter A. So uh, A is not A in computer language, but it is a binary code in computer language. That is, say suppose I know the what is the code of A. It is 65. So when it will be converted into binary digit, it will goes as ones and zeros. Okay, so keyboard is of two types, wired and wireless. Okay, you know wired means having a wire, wireless it doesn't work on a wire. They have a Bluetooth technology. Pointing devices, we have two type of pointing devices. We have a mouse and a touchpad. Mouse moves the cursor through a ball or a laser, while touchpad is a sensitive to touch and pressure. It moves our cursor across the screen by our touch. Voice and video input. Basically, these two input devices. First input device is voice input that can be done by microphone. Like say I'm talking through my microphone to you all. I'm giving computer input of voice. While video input is the usage of webcam camera that is behind your mobile phone or in front of your mobile phone. But on in laptop we have in front of laptop. Okay, through video input we can give video input to a computer. The example of video input is webcam. The example of voice input is microphone. Okay, scanner. Basically, what scanner does? Scanner takes the hard copy and convert it into a soft copy. Like say, suppose we have some. Okay, I'll give you an example of this scanner that may come in your exams. All right, so when I was in my zero semester, I was given like, 1 minute. Let me check them. Okay, when I was in my zero semester, I was given an exam. I was given my first mid. There was a question like let me recall it. Mm, okay, there was a name. John wants to send a copy of his printed book to his boss on the same day. Like which device should he use in order to send him the copy by staying at home? So at that time the answer was definitely scanner. He should scan the uh, hard copy and convert it into a soft copy, and then he should send it to his boss. Okay, so output devices are devices that that conveys a message, that conveys the information, because we know information is conveyed through four types: text, graphics, video, and audio. These output devices conveys the information in these four types. Okay, the first output device is your printer. Okay, the first output device is printer. Basically, printer converts the electronic book ebook into a hard copy. Okay, a hard copy is a physical touchable copy of any document. Display devices, there are four type of display devices. First, basically display devices conveys the message, conveys the information in the form of video and in the form of graphics. So there are four types of display devices: monitor, LCD, LED, and projector. Monitor is basically in previous technologies we used monitors, and they contain some harmful rays to our eyes. And then technology advanced, and we have LCD, liquid crystal display. It uses some liquid crystal technology. Like, see, if you are holding your laptop in right now, you may press and you may apply force to the screen, and you can see some liquid gently whirling around it. You can see there that we have some liquid. It is called LCD. And LED, it is a light emitting diode. In it we used wholly solely electronic components that emitted light from behind. Like we have, okay, so annotate. All right, so see, if we have a screen, right? If we have a screen, and this is behind, and this is what you see. This is output. From the behind, you have some lights. Okay, diode is a material. Okay, you have some lights. They produce some lights, and they go through a transparent material. They go through a phosphorus film, and then you see what output that currently seeing is because of light emitting diode. All right. So, projector, projector. Uh, there is no any specific definition of projector, but project displays its output on a wall or on a sheet. Speakers are output devices that conveys audio messages. Okay, memory and storage. Basically, wait. Okay, so memory contains electronic components that contain some instructions that to be executed in upcoming time. While storage refers to permanently stored files that are stored in your computer. Okay, guys. All right. So there are two types of memory. The first one is volatile and non-volatile memory. Volatile memory basically erases when you shut down a computer. Non-volatile memory doesn't erase when you shut down a computer. The example of a volatile memory is RAM, random access memory, while example of non-volatile memory is ROM, which is read-only memory. RAM contains instructions that are to be executed in the upcoming time, while ROM contains the data that are already programmed in the computer. When you turn on a computer, you see Dell, you see some of options. Sorry, can you turn off your mic? All right. So, ROM contains some instructions that are already programmed in the computer. Like when you turn on your computer, you see written Dell. You see, yeah, when you press F2, you go into the boot menu. When you press F12, you go into legacy options. That options are already programmed in ROM. Okay, storage media and storage devices. This is basically an important topic. I think every NTSP batch gets this question: storage media and storage device. Storage media refers to a storage that can be read into a storage device, while storage device are the devices which reads, records, and writes storage media. The types of storage media are USB, DVD, floppy, while storage devices are like DVD-ROM. Okay, so we have DVD-ROM, floppy-ROM, or we have SD card reader or SD card port. They are storage devices because they reads, writes, and records storage media. All right. So hard disk, basically hard disk contain around flat platters. Hard disk have a head which read the data through its sectors and pathways. We have two things here: sectors and pathways. Sector. Okay, let me write for you. All right. Say suppose if this is a circular disk in a hard disk. Okay, so this is a sector. All right, so this is a sector again. This is a sector again. This is sector 1, this is sector 2, this is sector 3. While the, these are the pathways of a hard disk. uh, I hope you got it. All right, so we have solid state drive. Why solid state drives are the type of hard drives that contain no moving parts. Like in solid state drive, we contain electronic parts. In hard disk, we contain magnetic disks that move. Flash memory, again, flash memory is a type of memory which contain no moving parts, like in USB, like in memory card, like in solid state drive. But the essential thing here is that solid state drive is much expensive than hard disk. Internal and external, we have two type of memories: internal memory and external memory. Like when we attach external hard disk, we have some internal memory that is built into a computer. Okay, so we have an internal hard disk in a laptop, while we attach an external hard disk that is a portable hard disk to a computer or a laptop. Optical disks. Okay, so optical disks are a circular disk that work on laser technology. Okay, so there are three type of optical discs. They are CD, DVD, and Blu-ray. Okay, there. This is an important concept. All right. So downward compatible. What is meant by downward compatible? Basically, CD was invented first, then DVD was invented, then Blu-ray disc was invented. Downward compatible here means the upcoming generation thing, like there is. Okay, like the upcoming generation, like if we have CD, DVD, and Blu-ray, CD came first and then came DVD. It means all the functionalities of a DVD are present, are the functionalities of CD are present in DVD. Like then came Blu-ray disc. That means all the functionalities of DVD and CD are present in Blu-ray disc. Like we can see here that CD is subset of DVD, while DVD is a subset of Blu-ray. All right. Okay. So we have another type of storage, that is cloud storage. A cloud storage is basically a remote server storage. Like in previous 2 3 slides back, I gave you example of server. So there is a type of server that is storage server. Storage server gives cloud storage. Like see, if we are getting something very important that we need to transfer, that we need to store something permanently, that we don't want to erase it, then we make a backup. A backup is a duplicate copy of any content. So we place it on a cloud storage. Cloud storage is a remote server that provides us storage remotely via internet. Okay. The example of cloud storage is Google Drive. Okay. Files stored data and information is called file. All right. So all right. So inside the case, we have the first thing is motherboard. Motherboard is basically system board which contain all of the components attached to it. Like on the motherboard we have memory modules. On the motherboard we have storage modules. On the motherboard we have hard disk attached. We have monitors, monitor wires attached. We have external and peripheral devices attached. Basically motherboard, why it is called motherboard, because the whole computer components when communicate to one another must take help from motherboard. The motherboard is basically we can say the basic component that connects all the devices within the computer. Like if RAM wants something from storage, it must communicate from motherboard first. RAM fetches files from storage through motherboard. Okay, so it is also called system board. So chip is a small piece of semiconducting material on which IC is attached. IC is basically integrated circuit. Integrated circuit means modified circuit or the circuitry of a computer. Transistor means transistor works is a switch that means on and off. Like let me annotate here. Uh, like this is a transistor. From here you can see if it is on or if it is off. So again when this goes to on and off, ones and zeros, this will go again ones and zeros. This is a transistor. Transistor works as switch. It transfers the current or blocks the current, and the current is DC current. It works on ones and zeros. I have already written. Okay, so processor is also called the brain of computer. It basically carries and 1 minute. It basically carries and executes the all the information and all the data processing within the processor. So processor contains some things within inside. We will discuss in next slide. But here there are two main essential types of processor. There are single core processor and multi-core processors. Single core processors basically contain only one core, while multi-core processors contain more than one cores. Multi-core means they contain the ability of multi-processors. Say suppose I have a quad core processor, it contains the ability of four processors, but it doesn't mean that four single core or four single processors can reach the one multi quad core processor. A multi quad core processor is far more better than four single processors because they are energy efficient. They don't overheat. Okay, so inside a processor, we have control unit, arithmetic and logic unit, and we have registers. Okay, so there is also one thing missing here, that is cache, but I haven't written it because I think it is not in your course. So basically, come with the control unit. Control unit is the first part of computer that carries out basic instructions, that carries out initial instructions that come in control unit. ALU, arithmetic and logic unit. This part of processor carries out calculation based and logical based operations. Like we have plus minus, multiplication and division. They all are calculation based operations, while we have logical operations, less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. These four are logical operations. These all are performed within the arithmetic and logic unit. All right. So registers are high memory locations that contains some storage. Okay, let me show it here. Like if I have a path, right? If I have a path, e documents. Okay, again. Islam.pdf. Okay, this is a path of a file that is stored in E drive. again that is stored in documents, and the file name is islam.ptf. Like this path, if I open it for the first time, it takes some time to open because my processor doesn't know where it is stored. We It could take some time uh, to uh, to carry the to take the path where it is stored in the storage. These storage paths are these storage paths are stored in registers. Like, see, if we have this path, okay, this path, I don't have this path. I given an example of this, but let me show it here. All right, so machine cycle. This is an important topic for you all. Machine cycle contain four major steps. Machine cycle is basically used to understand uh, processing type or processing root directory of a processor. We have machine cycle that contain four steps, like how processor works, or how a computer system works and gives us an output result. We have four steps: fetching, decoding, executing, and storing. In the first step, when we give an input to a computer, it goes into our memory. Okay, I am giving giving a command to computer, like I am writing a. This goes into a computer, into the memory, and this step is called fetching. Decoding means the computer understands and converts it into its own language. Like, we know computer has binary language. That means computer only understands binary language. Computer doesn't understand I want to write a, but it understands its own language. Like, when it translates my language into computer's own language, it this step is called decoding. So executing means carrying out the instructions. If I am writing 2 plus 3, computer adds them and execute the result, that is 5. This step is called executing. Like, giving away the result is called executing. And storing is for future use. A computer stores some of its data and information to itself. All right. So system clock is basically a small quartz crystal circuit that note timing of a processor, timing of operations. That operations which are performed, they are timely based. The time is noted in the system clock. All right, so some processors are super scalar computer, means they perform more than one instructions per second. Okay, the unit of clock speed is hertz. 1 hertz is equal to one revolution or one tick per second. Like, if I have timing, okay, so we are wait. All right. So super superscalar computers carry out more than one instructions per second, and one instruction is one tick per second. Uh, a main essential unit of clock speed is megahertz and gigahertz. 1 megahertz is equal to million instructions per second, million ticks per second, while we have 1 gigahertz, that is 1 billion instructions per second. Right, clock speed it is measured in hertz. Now processor cooling. We know that 1 million instructions or 1 billion instructions are too much. A processor when execute these instructions may face some heat up. In order to eliminate or decrease that heat, we use three type of technologies that are heat sink, liquid cooling, and mates and pads. Okay, so in heat sink technology, we use an aluminum which takes the heat from it and shifts or exits the heat from other side. In liquid cooling technology, we use glycol or any liquid that takes the heat from a processor and goes to another part of a computer and becomes cool there, and then again come to a processor to take heat. In meds and pets, uh, some laptops produce heat from their lower side, and that's why they usually become obstruct. That's why we use some meds and pads on the lower side of the laptop in order to prevent them to become heat. All right, now question answers, then you are free to fly.
सर रजिस्टर्स तो रिपीट कर दें.
Okay. Registers are the storage locations that store some pathways. Like जैसे मैं एक चीज़ खोल रहा हूँ करंटली फर्स्ट टाइम खोल रहा हूँ, तो रैम जो है रैम उसको नहीं पता कि ये चीज़ कहाँ पे पड़ी हुई है, इसलिए उसको एक टाइम लगता है फेच करने में फ्रॉम द स्टोरेज. स्टोरेज मतलब जो हम परमानेंटली चीज़ें पड़ी हुई हैं वहाँ से रैम में आएंगी वर्क करने के लिए. तो वो जो पाथवे है ना वो रैम को पता नहीं, वो पूरी स्टोरेज में ढूंढती रहती है. तो उसको एक टाइम लगता है जिसको हम बोलते हैं एक्सेस टाइम, ये याद रखें, एक्सेस टाइम बोलते हैं उसको. ठीक है, तो वो टाइम लगता है. जबकि रजिस्टर्स जो होते हैं वो हमारी वो लोकेशंस जो होती है ना वो खुद के अंदर रख देते हैं फॉर फ्यूचर यूज़. जैसे मैं कोई सॉफ्टवेयर है वो फर्स्ट टाइम खोलूँगा तो वो उसमें टाइम लगता है, पर सेकंड टाइम खोलने में उसमें ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं लगता. क्यों? क्योंकि रैम जो है उसको पता चल गया है रजिस्टर्स में वो लोकेशन जो है वो स्टोर हो गई है कि फ़लाँ फाइल जो है वो स्टोरेज में फ़लाँ जगह पड़ी हुई है, इसलिए उसको ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं लगता फेच करने में वो फाइल.
सही है सर.
Alright.
जी जी.
Any other question? Uh, Fahimuddin Zahir. Fahimullah Zahir.
सर ये सिस्टम क्लॉक में ये जो फर्स्ट टाइप है स्मॉल क्वार्ट्ज क्रिस्टल
नहीं
सर्किट नॉट टाइमिंग.
नहीं, ये टाइमिंग नहीं है, ये टाइप नहीं है इसकी.
जी सर.
सिस्टम क्लॉक बेसिकली ये होता है ना, ये एक टाइमिंग डिवाइस है. ओके, ये नोट करती है टाइमिंग फॉर एवरी इंस्ट्रक्शंस. जैसे से सपोज रैम में कोई ऑपरेशन परफॉर्म हो रहा है तो वो कितनी देर तक परफॉर्म होगा, वो टाइमिंग जो होती है वो सिस्टम क्लॉक नोट करता है.
कोई भी सर जब ऐप खोलते हो तो उसकी टाइमिंग परफॉर्म करता है ये.
हर ऑपरेशन जो परफॉर्म होता है ना हमारे कंप्यूटर में वो सारों की टाइमिंग सिस्टम क्लॉक नोट करता है.
तो सर वो जो नोट करता है तो वो कहाँ रजिस्टर में नोट करता जाता है या कोई अलग
नहीं,
चीज होती है उसकी.
सिस्टम क्लॉक खुद में नोट करता है ना.
अच्छा. और सर इसका आपने बताया कि ये मेगा हर्ट्स और गीगा हर्ट्स में होता है, इसका कुछ थोड़ा बता दें,
जी,
समझ
तो
नहीं आया.
सुपर स्केलर कंप्यूटर्स आर द कंप्यूटर्स दैट execute more than one instructions per second. Like we have two units. We know the unit of frequency is hertz. One hertz is equal to in physics it is equal to one cycle per second, one revolution per second. But here in computer language, 1 hertz is equal to one tick per second. Tick means timing. We know a second when goes, it is tick. but here it is not in a seconds, but it is in ticks per second. Okay, so when a processor ticks or perform the instructions at 1 million instructions per second, it is said to be 1 megahertz processor. We have processor system clock speed. Okay, when a computer performs 1 billion instructions in a second, it is said to be a gigahertz processor. All right.
जी सर, हमारे सर कंप्यूटर्स या लैपटॉप्स में ये जो कॉन्फ़िगरेशन करते हैं उनमें भी ये GHZ लिखा होता है, 2.7
Uh,
होता है, 3.0 होता है, यही
let
होता है सर?
yes, it is yes.
अच्छा,
Let me
जी सर।
show you. I think.
जी सर।
Uh, are the screen visible to you?
यस सर।
All right. So this is my processor speed.
जी सर, यही।
2.40 gigahertz. That means my processor can perform 2 million and 4 lakhs, matlab 4 lakhs instructions per second. Uh, Total it will be 24 lakhs instructions per second.
थैंक यू सर।
All right. Okay. So in next class we'll cover the whole word because we have very less time. Okay, if you want to skip the word, I can skip it and go to the Excel directly because Excel is more important for you all. I know a lot of great Excel formulas that will help you in your final
सर
exams.
सर पहले एक्सेल ही करवा दें क्योंकि वर्ड तो मैं सर ने करवाया था, पहले आप एक्सेल करवा लें फिर आगे पढ़ेंगे।
Okay, I'm also thinking that Excel would be beneficial for
सर
you.
सर
Yes,
सर
yes,
पावर
yes.
पॉइंट वो नहीं पढ़ाएंगे आप?
I think Excel is the most important for you all. We should go for Excel.
सही है, ठीक है।
One thing I want to show you, that's something very good that I used in my NTHP formulas. Uh, Drive. Zero semester. ICT. All right. This thing. Uh, in the next class, we will be getting where is it? Okay, it is not here. This thing. Okay, can you see this formula?
यस सर।
Okay, well, this formula is called grading formula. This formula is, I think, the most important for you all. But
कंडीशनल होता है ना?
but in my zero semester, I developed a formula of 3 lines. I don't remember where it is now, but this is a shorter formula of that one. But that formula was almost of 3 lines.
कंडीशनल होता है ना मामला सही है।
Yeah,
अगर आपके
yeah, it is a conditional formula. It is also called grading formula.
जी सर।
All right, well, I think we should go for Excel in the next class.
इंशाल्लाह सर।
I'll be asking Sir Shoaib which formulas to teach you, and then I'll teach you all the formulas that Sir will tell
मतलब
me.
सबसे फार्मूला काम क्या होते हैं उसमें, मतलब जो फार्मूला काम होता है एक्सेल में हमारे
Yes,
लिए
yes, yes,
इसमें
yes. जी जी.
सही है सर।
All right. So I will